Hello, Standard 10. Going to teach biology, the chapter 8, the circulatory system, and it is part 2. Means what we have discussed in part 1, we have discussed in detail about the blood, the function of blood, and its composition. Okay. In composition, we have discussed that blood is made up of two things, the plasma and the cellular element. And plasma we have discussed in detail, and in cellular element we have discussed that it is made up of three types of cells: the RBC, WBC, and platelets. And RBC we have discussed in detail. In RBC we have discussed that it contains hemoglobin. Now today we are going to discuss in detail about the white blood cells, means leukocytes. Okay, the scientific term for the WBC is leukocyte or white blood cell. Now first thing, how it is different from the WBC. Okay, WBC contains nucleus, but here no nucleus is there. Okay, no nucleus is there. Then it is not red in color, so no hemoglobin is there, and its number is 4,000 to 8,000 per millimeter cube of blood. Okay, it is amoeboid in movement, means can produce pseudopodia, like amoeba, can produce pseudopodia and can come out through the blood capillaries, and the process of coming out from the blood capillary is known as diapedesis. Try to understand, diapedesis. So what is diapedesis? Coming out of the WBC from the blood capillary is called as diapedesis. Suppose this is blood capillary. Here is RBC and here is WBC. WBC has got nucleus. What will happen? It will come out. Okay, first this way will be formed and it will come out. Okay, so you can see this diagram, very important, figure 8.3, coming out or oozing out or squeezing out of the WBC from the blood capillary is known as diapedesis. Very clear? Now, diapedesis is very, very important for the examination point of view. Next, types of WBC. There are two types of WBC. Try to understand it. This WBC is of two types: granular and agranular. Granular and non-granular or agranular. Now, granular is of three types: neutrophil, eosinophil, and basophil. And non-granular is of two types: lymphocyte and next is monocyte. Try to understand this. This WBC is of two types: granular. Granular means what? Their cytoplasm has got granules. Okay, dana. And here the cytoplasm granules are not present. So two types of WBCs are there, granular and non-granular. In granular, 3 types and 2 types in non-granular. It means there are 5 types of WBC. Very clear? 3 are granular and 2 non-granular. Neutrophil, eosinophil and basophil. In non-granular, lymphocyte and monocyte. And difference is asked on the basis of. So let us discuss about the difference. Neutrophil, nucleus with 3 to 4 lobes. Okay. And eosinophil, nucleus with 2 lobes. So on the basis of nucleus, the difference may be asked. And basophil, nucleus large and indistinctly lobed. So first, if the difference on the basis of nucleus is asked, you have understood, you will learn it. Now, stain means color. This neutrophil stain with neutral dyes, eosinophil with acid dye, and the acid dye is eosin, and basophil with methylene blue. Basic dye with methylene blue. Okay. The function of neutrophil is to engulf bacteria, and the process of engulfing bacteria is known as phagocytosis. Okay. And eosinophil is related to allergy, associated with allergy. This also engulfs bacteria and secretes antitoxin. And basophil release chemicals, histamine for inflammation, which dilate blood vessels. So these are the granular type of WBC. Next, coming to non-granular. Okay, they have single large nucleus, lymphocyte. In non-granular, first one is lymphocyte, and the smallest of WBC. This one is the smallest of WBC, and it has got a single large nucleus. It produces antibodies. And monocyte, largest WBC, nucleus is kidney shaped, and it is present at the site of infection, transformed into macrophages, and function is to ingest the germs. So dear children, we have understood the types of WBC. Okay. Now, once more I would like to say that difference between neutrophil, eosinophil, basophil, lymphocytes, monocytes on the basis of nucleus may be asked. Next, 2 words are important. One which we have discussed, that was the diaphylaxis, and other which I have to discuss, and that is phagocytosis. Okay, very important. Phagocytosis. What I have told you, engulfing of the bacteria, especially by the neutrophil. Okay, and this process is known as phagocytosis. And at the time of infection, the number of WBC increases by blood checking in pathological lab. We can find that if the number of WBC is increased, it means some infection is there. More and more WBCs are formed to fight against the disease-causing germs. Now coming to the inflammation. Inflammation occurs due to injury or to localized invasion of germs. And due to inflammation, local heat will be there, redness may be there, swelling may be there, or pain may be there. Okay. And they also destroy the damaged cells by phagocytosis. One more important word is there, and that is the pus. You must have seen, whenever we get cut, it becomes wound, and through the wound, yellow liquid comes out, that is called the pus. Now, what is that yellow liquid which comes out through the wound? They are mainly composed of dead white blood cells together with the tissue cell destroyed by the bacteria.